Black women are poor. All right. We know that that's a socioeconomic issue. And it's the same as the fact that there's more white folks on welfare than there are black folks. So you could say that white women are poor. So I'm not sure. Well, I don't want to say I'm not sure. I know that was that stigma before that you can throw out there of saying, oh, black women don't know how to, their hair doesn't look presentable, the clothes don't look presentable. At a time, excuse me, at a time that was something that folks would bring up about black women. Now, are some black women poor? Yeah. But you know what a lot of them are rich in? They're rich in spirit. They're rich in being able to have a belief system. Because those same black women who get thrown down into the trenches, who get stepped on, are on the bottom of that barrel. They always find a way to pull themselves out. That resilience that comes from that spiritual belief that they have. That belief system that gets them through all of the turmoil, all of the difficulties, all of the challenges. So even if they are poor at one time, a lot of times they get themselves out of it. And I've talked about that before with my mom. My mom was on welfare system and she was able to get herself out of it. Help a family, being able to get a career, those different types of things. That stuff happens. But to place that stigma on black women as if they are the only ones who are poor, you better look around this world. You better look right around in this country here. It ain't the case so much anymore, right? It's funny because, all of the things that people gave that stigma to with black folks. And I always talked about this, that you ignore a certain segment of the population. You ignore a certain race. Don't ever think that they can't come back around to you. And funny thing is, that's what you're seeing right now. All of the things that folks would say about black folks, somehow it's coming back around. Crack, fentanyl. Now you don't want to say fentanyl heads. You want to keep the crackhead thing. Man, anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. Anyway, my sisters are very rich in spirit. Now, do some of them have a poor mentality, poor mindset of how they think about money? Yeah. The examples necessarily hadn't been there. That's where the mentorship comes from. That's where we have to be more engaging with teaching our sisters that, hey, the bags and the clothes and the going out and traveling and doing all those things, you still got to make sure that home base is taken care of. You still got to make sure that you got a good credit score. You still got to make sure that you have accounts so that you can put your money in. So that part is something that we have to work on with our black women. Black men too, but black women, we've got to work on that. Because they have kids. Sometimes they don't have the fathers around, so you've got to be able to build that foundation. So I would say that part, but I think we can kind of disregard that whole stigma of placing that black women are poor. Because we know that that's just not simply true in this climate. There's a lot of people that are poor. But I would give that my sisters are very rich in spirit. very rich in their belief system. That's what helps them from being what you would consider poor, because they still fight through. They still find a way when a lot of folks can't do that. You know what I mean? On that note, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace out.